The sky was clear and the breeze mild as Zarlith's shuttle descended towards the Earth's surface, a planet famed throughout the galaxy for its blue oceans and green landscapes. Today, however, he was not here to admire the scenery. As a proud warrior of the Zeltran race, known for their martial prowess and dominating the lesser civilizations of the Outer Rim, Zarlith's mission was clear: to infiltrate the Terran Military Academy, learn their strategies, and determine if humans posed a threat to the Zeltran supremacy in the galaxy. The Terran Military Academy, nestled on a sprawling campus surrounded by rugged mountains, was the cradle of Earth's finest military leaders. Its reputation for producing tactically sound and physically formidable officers had reached even the distant stars of Zeltran. As his shuttle landed on the designated pad, Zarlith's towering figure cast a long shadow over the tarmac, his armored suit gleaming under the sun. A formation of human cadets awaited him, their uniforms crisp and their faces impassive. At the front of the formation, a man with sharp eyes and a chiseled jaw stepped forward, Commander Franklin, the Academy's superintendent. His handshake was firm, and his voice carried a calm authority as he welcomed Zarlith to Earth. "We are honored to host a warrior of Zeltran. We hope your time here will be enlightening," Commander Franklin said, gesturing towards the parade of cadets who began marching in precise synchronization. Zarlith's eyes narrowed slightly as he observed their movements. Each step was a testament to their rigorous training and discipline. The day proceeded with a tour of the facility. The Academy was a fortress of learning, equipped with state-of-the-art training fields, advanced tactical simulation rooms, and arenas that could adapt to any environment, from icy wastelands to scorched deserts. As they walked, Commander Franklin explained the philosophy behind each training module, emphasizing the integration of technology and human spirit. Zarlith listened, his mind racing. The sophistication of human military training was unexpected, challenging the preconceived notions he held about these seemingly primitive beings. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the Academy's grand buildings, a feeling of unease settled in his chest. This was no mere military institution. It was a breeding ground for warriors who could rival the fiercest of Zeltran fighters. Dinner was served in the Grand Mess Hall, a vast room buzzing with the chatter of cadets. Zarlith sat at the high table with the Academy's top brass, observing the camaraderie and spirited debates among the young humans. They discussed strategies, past battles, and hypothetical scenarios with a passion that was both admirable and alarming. As the evening drew to a close, Zarlith retired to his quarters, a well-appointed room with views of the training fields. Lying in the foreign bed, he couldn't shake the feeling that Earth's soldiers were not to be underestimated. The day had ended, but his mission was just beginning. Tomorrow, he would step onto the drill grounds, into the very heart of human military prowess, and there he would see for himself whether the humans were potential allies or if they were indeed a threat that needed to be quelled. Whatever the outcome, Zarlith knew his view of Earth and its inhabitants had changed irrevocably. Morning broke over the Terran Military Academy with the sharp sound of a bugle, signaling the start of the day. Cadets poured out of their barracks in tight formations, their movements crisp and deliberate. As Zarlith watched from his window, the organized chaos of human activity seemed almost choreographed. Today, he was scheduled to participate in physical and tactical training with the cadets, a prospect that both intrigued and unnerved him. Clad in his Zeltran battle attire, which was lighter yet significantly more resilient than any human-made armor, Zarlith made his way to the Academy's extensive drill grounds. The vast fields were segmented into various training areas, each bustling with cadets engaged in different forms of exercise and maneuvers. Commander Franklin met him at the edge of the training field, his expression unreadable. "Today, you'll join Alpha Squad for their morning drills. We believe this will give you a first-hand experience of our training regimen," he explained, gesturing towards a group of cadets who were performing a series of complex physical exercises. Zarlith nodded, stepping onto the field with a mixture of anticipation and pride. As a Zeltran, physical prowess was ingrained in him from birth, and he was confident in his ability to outperform the human cadets. The squad leader, a robust young man named Lieutenant Carter, approached him with a polite nod. "We're running combat fitness tests today. Hope you're ready to sweat," he said with a slight grin. The test began with endurance running. Zarlith kept pace easily at first, his long strides matching the cadets' quick, measured steps. However, as the run progressed over rough terrain and steep inclines, he found the human stamina astonishing. They ran not just with speed, but with a relentless determination that seemed to embody their spirit. Next were the obstacle courses, designed to simulate battlefield conditions. Zarlith excelled here, his alien agility allowing him to navigate the high walls and rope swings with ease. Yet, the cadets' teamwork in overcoming obstacles impressed him. They lifted each other, coordinated their movements, and communicated silently with hand signals, showcasing a unity that was rarely seen in Zeltran military practices. As the morning wore on, they moved to tactical drills involving non-lethal weaponry. Here, Zarlith expected the raw power and precision of his species to dominate. However, the cadets employed cunning tactics, utilizing cover and diversion in ways that disoriented even him. Each move they made was calculated, with a clear understanding of their environment and opponent. Lieutenant Carter, observing his reactions, offered, "It's not just about strength or speed here. We train to think, adapt, and overcome. Every cadet here knows that the real strength of a soldier is not in how hard he hits, but in how smart he fights." As the drills concluded, Zarlith was physically spent but mentally alert, his mind racing with new strategies and respect for his temporary comrades. The human approach to warfare was vastly different from the Zeltran way. It wasn't just about individual prowess. It was about collective resilience and intellectual warfare. Returning to the locker room, Zarlith was silent, a rarity for someone of his boisterous nature. The morning's exercises had peeled back his layers of confidence, revealing a core of newfound respect and, admittedly, a sliver of doubt about his superiority. As he showered and changed, he pondered the upcoming sessions, especially the night operations scheduled for the evening. If the day had been this challenging, what lessons would the darkness hold for him? As dusk settled over the academy, a palpable tension hung in the air. Tonight was designed to test the cadets' skills in one of the most challenging environments, night operations. For Zarlith, who hailed from a world where nights were lit by the bioluminescence of its flora and fauna, darkness was an ally. His species' natural ability to see in low light was a significant advantage, one he was keen to leverage against the humans. Gathered at the edge of the Academy's simulated battlefield, a sprawling area equipped with sensors and artificial fog machines, Zarlith and the cadets received their briefing. The objective was clear: navigate through enemy lines, retrieve intelligence from a guarded facility, and return without being detected. The humans were outfitted with night vision gear, a technology Zarlith viewed as unnecessary but soon recognized as a testament to human ingenuity. Lieutenant Carter paired him with 3 cadets, forming a small recon team. "Stay sharp, follow our lead, and keep communication to a whisper," Carter instructed as they moved out, their body shadows blending into the darkness. The operation started smoothly. Zarlith's superior vision allowed him to spot distant guards and navigate the team away from their patrols. However, the human cadets demonstrated impressive spatial awareness, moving through the terrain with a quiet precision that matched his own steps. Their use of technology, from silent communication devices to thermal imaging, showcased a different aspect of warfare that Zarlith had not fully appreciated. War fought not with brute strength, but with stealth and strategy. As they approached the objective, a complication arose. The facility was more heavily guarded than anticipated, with patrols doubling back at irregular intervals. Carter signaled for a pause, and the team huddled in the shadow of a thicket. "We need a diversion," he whispered, outlining a plan that involved creating a false alarm on the opposite side of the facility. Zarlith watched in silent admiration as 2 cadets slipped away, moving ghost-like across the field to set up the distraction. Moments later, the sound of a distant explosion sliced through the night, drawing guards away from their posts. The team seized the opportunity, slipping inside the facility with practiced ease. Inside, they quickly located the intelligence, a set of encrypted data files. As they prepared to extract, however, alarms blared through the facility. They had been detected. "Time to move fast," Carter hissed, leading the charge out. What followed was a frenetic escape, sprinting through dimly lit corridors and dodging incoming security teams. Zarlith's heart pounded, not just with the exertion, but with exhilaration. The thrill of the chase, the near misses, the seamless integration of human technology and teamwork. It was a dance of shadows and strategy. They emerged into the cool night, data in hand, just as academy trainers called the end of the exercise. Breathing heavily, the team members exchanged looks of relief and triumph. Lieutenant Carter clapped Zarlith on the back, a grin visible even in the low light. "Not bad for your first night op, huh?" As they walked back to debrief, Zarlith reflected on the evening's lessons. The humans had shown him that their strength lay in their adaptability and collective effort, qualities that were formidable in the silent, strategic ballet of night warfare. His respect for human capabilities deepened, tinged now with a cautious wariness. If this was the level of skill the Academy cadets possessed, what more could the seasoned soldiers of Earth achieve?